Hey my loves, welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley and today we'll be styling this beautiful lace wig courtesy of Asteria Hair. Now this is what she looks like straight out of the packaging. She is a 5x5 closure wig. She is, I believe, 180% density, 22 inches in length. And this is what she looks like when you first put her on. As you guys can see, I got a size small cap, so the wig definitely fits snug. And you can definitely pull her off as a glueless fit. But you guys know we're going to be installing her. Here's a look at what she looks like from the back. The wave pattern on this one was absolutely gorgeous. And here's a close-up of what the hairline looks like. You can see in the front it's lightly plucked. I'm going to go in and thin it out just a little bit more so it looks a little bit more natural as far as the baby hair goes. You can definitely go behind the hairline and tweeze it out a little bit more so that it'll look a little bit more gradient and thinner, more natural. But this is all I did. And again, I didn't tweeze it. I kind of just pulled at it to kind of, thin it out. I don't recommend you do that because you can definitely rip your lace. But, it works for me when I'm being a little bit on the lazy side. The next step for me was to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. Now this step is extremely easy and you can see that it fits super snug. So if you want to stop there, you really can. But in my opinion, I definitely feel like you'll get the more melted lace look if you bond the wig down. I am going for a glueless install, so this is a non-glue adhesive. It's actually a hairspray or like a holding spray with a heavy hold to it. It actually will hold the wig down to your head, believe it or not. So I just added a little bit of that. I put the lace on top and I blow dried it on a cool setting until it was completely dry, and that made the wig install. Now I'm going to go in and separate a little bit of hair to make baby hair. I apply a generous amount of mousse after I went ahead and trimmed it a little bit short, maybe about a ½ inch in length. And as you guys can see, I came up with this beautiful baby hair that looks so good and effortless. Now I will say that, good hair makes for good baby hair without any trouble at all. And this one definitely gave me no trouble at all. I'm going to go in with the electric hot comb and smooth it out even more. And then we're going to go in with a side part. I'm going to add a little bit of wax and we're going to smooth it out with the electric hot comb until we get a nice salon look. Now that we finished with that step, you're honestly done. The hair has such a beautiful natural wave texture that you can go into the parting and kind of camouflage any knots. For me, I added concealer and this will go right on top of any knots that are not bleached and make it look like skin. So I add the concealer along the parting, then I added a generous amount along the hairline because concealer conceals everything. And then I'm going to go on top of that with powder to set it and make it look a little bit more realistic and blend my complexion perfectly. And honestly, that did the trick. Nothing works better than bleaching the knots, but if you're someone who is afraid to do so or just too lazy to add that step, this definitely is a great alternative. Everything I used in this video is linked in the description box in case you are wondering. This here is a leave-in conditioner by the brand Pantene, I believe. I wanted to add a little bit of moisture to the hair and I got a little bit carried away. I honestly wanted to keep the natural texture intact with this one. I didn't want to wet it too much and I also didn't want to add any heat. But again, I got a little bit carried away, so I used that leave-in and then I added a little bit of this Suave conditioner, and I honestly preferred the hair before I added any products, but this came out beautiful as well. Now at this point, I decided the hair was beautiful, but I just wanted to add a little bit more style to the hair. Honestly, because it was a closure wig, I probably should have kept it as a center part, and I would have preferred it so much more. But because I already stamped it as a side part, I kind of just stayed with it. Again, my preference is a center part, but I just feel like I do a center part so often that I wanted to switch it up. And for that, I added these nice goddess braids. I added one on this side, one on the opposite side, joined them together, and I loved the way it came out. Okay, so that completes the look, and I love it. Kind of went for a Pocahontas vibe. Now this is wavy texture hair, body wave, and sometimes it's a hit or miss. Sometimes I like when I wet body wave hair and how it looks, and sometimes I don't love it. In this case, I was kind of sort of in between. Like, it wasn't... Okay, I think I got a couple minutes of quiet. My daughter was crying, but this is a finished look. I kind of felt like I wanted the hair to be wavier in my head. I really don't know what I expected, because body wave hair doesn't get curly. It stays wavy, but the more wet it gets, it kind of will just have a nice texture to it, like a nice wave, but it's not wavy hair like deep wave or curly hair or anything like that. But I definitely just wanted a more wet look, and this one is nice and long and full. I find that the longer and fuller that the hair is, the more weighed down it is, so when you wet it, you won't get as much definition. I kind of finished it off with a kind of a Pocahontas vibe with these braids. Also, I had it like pushed back. But if that's not your jam, like, undo that and kind of just let them be individual. I kind of like it when you add the rubber band to it and you don't braid it to the end. You kind of just like pull it apart a little bit. It might be kind of messy and big. I can go back later and kind of mess with it more, but I just kind of feel like when it has that messy look, it makes it look really good. Really, really good. But this is the look. Again, this one did come from Asteria Hair. Not sure if I showed you the packaging already, but I don't think I did. Love the color work on the box. And they also gave me a bag of goodies too, which I haven't had a chance to go through. Inside the box, it looks like this with a nice mint green. They did give me a pack of wig caps, an elastic band, and this is kind of like a bra, not a bra strap, but like an adjustable bra, what do you call it, elastic band, kind of like the bra strap, the actual strap and not the back, where you can adjust it, but you pretty much will sew it in on this side and this side, ear to ear, and you'll be able to adjust it if it's too tight or too loose or blah blah blah. That is really nice to have because that helps to make the wig glueless. And you guys did see this one did fit glueless. I just feel like the lace melts a little bit more when you bond it down, even if it fits glueless. They included a dust bag in the box, so now I pretty much have two, because they also sent me this bag of goodies. So let's see what's in here. Looks like I got some scarves, which I'll show. Okay, yeah, and here is another one of those bra strap elastic bands, a set of eyelashes, another wig cap. So they spoiled me today. They also included one of those wraps that goes around your hairline or your edges to melt it in. I prefer these for like sleeping overnight or like getting in the shower, but to actually melt my lace, I actually prefer the elastic band, which you guys already know. This one looks like a headband, which I have a couple in a similar shape. I like this one because it's more of a deeper nude opposed to that really, really light nude. So this one definitely is going to get some use. And then it looks like they gave me a couple of scarves, which I've been in need of a scarf. So this one is a beautiful red with flowers. This one is a more pinky spring color with the flowers. And then you guys know this is my jam right here. It's like a Versace kind of situation going on with the yellow and the tan. Super duper cute, so I'm definitely going to get a use out of those. And again, I love how long and full this wig is. It's definitely not thin or skimpy with the hair. Super simple and easy to install, and most importantly, the wig fit my head really nicely. You guys see when I try to lift and put it back, it fits really good. So this is the one that, like, when you don't even have to bond it down to begin with, but if you choose to, it's gonna sit. It's not gonna move around or slide. So go ahead and check out Asteria Hair. A link and full details on this wig are in the description box, as well as a list of everything I used to complete this look. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you are feeling the content on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!